Welcome to the course on Basics of Mechanical Engineering Part 3. This course will be jointly offered by myself, Professor J. Ramkumar, Department of Mechanical and Design at IIT Kanpur, along with Professor Amandeep Singh. The first two courses covered design and manufacturing. When we talked about manufacturing, we realized that there is a component called temperature. Now, in this course, we will focus towards fluid and thermal sciences. Friends, take an example of an IC chip. Take an example of an automobile, an AC unit, a centralized AC unit, or a rocket which flies high. Where is the limitation coming? It's the heat. If I can cool it very fast, if I can know the mechanism of cooling it very fast, then I start dictating the application. Let it be water flowing through a pipe, let it be blood flowing through a vessel. They are all fluids. The only difference is the density and the phases which are present. How will that dictate the flow? How can I increase or decrease the flow? That's what will be the focus of this course. This course is kept very fundamental. Any practicing engineer, any science or engineering graduate, a faculty with mechanical engineering and allied, or even a software profession who is trying to look for modeling some of the real-time processes are welcome to take this course. This course will be very interactive. The students can interact with the TAs and also with me in a periodic basis. Comprehensive online learning experience will be felt because this course is self-paced modules are there. Interactive tutorials and doubt solving sessions are planned. Teaching assistants are there to support. You will have exercise problems. At regular intervals, you will have quizzes and assignments. Some of the assignments will be open-ended. You are supposed to go through the latest happenings through your Google search or whatever you want, and then you will have to consolidate and try to submit it. The open-ended assignments are only for your self-learning. Thank you very much.
As introduced by Professor J. Ramkumar, this course is the third installment of the three-part series of Basics of Mechanical Engineering. The first part was on engineering mechanics, series of machines, strength of materials. Second part was majorly focused upon manufacturing. This part is focused upon the thermal science and fluid mechanics. Thermal science and fluid mechanics are inseparable parts of mechanical engineering. Unless we understand how do the heat transfer happens, even when you do a machining, there is heat affected zone. What are the heat transformations which are happening there, that we need to understand. This course would cover majorly introduction to thermodynamics, where we'll discuss about the basics laws of thermodynamics, because this is intended for the first year and second year students of engineering. We'll try to discuss about the thermodynamics laws. Then we'll talk about the power cycles, whether it is gas power cycle, vapor power cycle, or refrigeration cycles. A brief introduction or basics of them would be discussed upon. Then pure substances, phase and phase changes. Heat and mass transfer would be the next topic, where convection, these would be taken. Then boiling and condensation would also be taken. Then actual application of the heat transfer of the thermodynamic systems, that is the power plants where boilers, etc. would be discussed, and IC engines would be focused. Then we'll come to the fluid mechanics, where basic concepts of fluids, that is the conditions such as vacuum, continuum, no slip condition, properties of fluid, physical and thermal, ideal fluid, effects of temperature on fluid, this would be taken. Then important concepts and laws and theorems such as hydrostatic law, Pascal law, laminar and turbulent flow, this will be taken. Then fluid flow equations such as boundary layer equation, flux flow, non-dimensional numbers, etc. Aerodynamics and flow machines would also be discussed. We will try to shed some light on turbines, compressors, etc. And this all would be reinforced with the laboratory demonstrations. Like we will have a laboratory demonstrations, virtual laboratory, and also we will try to take you to the physical laboratory to show you some examples that how do the systems work. So this is the third and the last installment of the basics of mechanical engineering. In the previous 2 installments, you have given us a great feedback. I hope this course would also be worth learning. Thank you.